All right, and back to the studio in 5.
Thank you.
I do hope this is going to be a proper interview, Mr. Humphreys, not just a character assassination.
I think you'll find it fair.
That's what Paxman said.
The time is just coming up to 8:10. I'm joined now by Vernon Geyer, the head of a pressure group which claims to be campaigning against prejudice. But, Mr. Geyer, when it comes down to it, isn't it true to say you and your type are nothing but vultures?
Yes, that's quite correct.
Well, you're very frank about it.
And why not? There's nothing shameful about being a vulture.
Is that so? Do you deny, then, that you and your kind feast on dead bodies?
If you mean by that inflammatory language, are the animals we consume dead, then yes. Would you prefer it if they were alive?
The question
You see,
is...
this is exactly the sort of double standards we're campaigning against. Take the
We're
eagles.
not talking about the
Take
eagles.
the eagles.
This isn't
Everyone
about the
loves the eagles.
I want to talk about...
The eagles are heroes. The eagles are on stamps and coins and shields. Now, what do you think the eagles eat?
The point...
They eat exactly the same creatures as we vultures. The only difference is they also murder them. How is that better?
Well, one thing they don't do is hang around sick animals waiting for them to die. How can you justify behaviour like that?
What, keeping a vigil? Selflessly staying with a suffering creature in its most desperate hour so that it need not die alone?
And then devouring the corpse.
Afterwards? Once they have no further need for it, and only, of course, if they die. Often they don't. And believe me, no one is more delighted than a vulture by an unexpected pull-through.
Well, that's not... That's not what it says here. According to Wikipedia...
Oh, well, Wikipedia.
Vultures gorge themselves when prey is abundant and then lapse into a torpid state to digest their food.
Or, to put it another way, vultures eat when there's food around and then they have a little nap.
Vast numbers have been seen on battlefields.
Yes, well, you could say the same about stretcher bearers.
Vulture's stomach acid is exceptionally corrosive.
You see, this is now just name-calling. And in any case, do you know why it's corrosive? Because we have to deal with botulism, anthrax, cholera, all sorts of deadly diseases we remove from the food chain.
Oh, that's why, is it? Because it says here this allows them to use their reeking corrosive vomit as a defensive projectile when threatened.
When threatened! When all peaceful methods have been exhausted.
It's not a very prepossessing picture, is it? You standing there, waiting for some animal to die so you can eat it with your corrosive vomit and your scaly bald head.
Oh, I'm sorry if my baldness offends you. Would you say that to James Naughty? And actually, as it happens, our baldness is a deliberate hygiene precaution. It allows us to keep our head clean when feeding.
Oh, you mean so that you don't get blood all over your feathers when you dip your head in a corpse?
All right, I've had enough. This interview is over.
Let me read you another quote. Vultures urinate straight down their legs.
Oh, well, if you're just going to descend into the gutter...
Or like the urine down your legs.
Right, I'm sorry, but you were warned.
Ah! Oh, God, it stings! It stings!
When threatened, Mr. Humphreys. Good day.